So let's look at December 2022. Question number 4C. I think we tackled this one. I think this one here we did sometimes back, whereby you are given the demand function quantity. So you must to first of all get either make Q the subject of the formula or P. That P will represent the price. And then, so you have 3Q is equal to P minus 7. And then we said we make P the subject of the formula. It is going to be 3Q plus 7.
We're talking about question 5C.
Pause your 5C.
5C.
5C. Oh, because this one here I think I covered sometimes. It is 4C, 5C. So we are looking at this. So we are given the following are prices in shillings and quantities in kilograms of goods consumed by households in suburbs, Nairobi City County in the year 2020 and 2011. So we have the last year's price index, purchase price index, Marshall's Edgeworth price index, and interpret the results in C Roman 3 above. So that one is very simple. You simply need to come up with the table. You need to come up with a table. Of course, we did something about the table. Here we're supposed to have the items. We need to have PO, QO. So I can see the two formulas. So we need a column for PN, QO, PO, QO, PN, QN. Then, of course, I think it's going to extend to some point here. Let's try and see. So we need to have the items. So we have wheat flour. We have cereals. We have sugar. So PO, the price in the year 2020, which we have been told is the best year, you need to have QO. QN will be somewhere, QN. Then PO, QO, QN, QN. And then QO, P, QN, PO. We still need another column for PN, for PN, QO. So how are we going to work out these ones? So for the price index, remember for the price index using the last year's formula, we said is the summation of the current price over summation of the previous price. But then we have been told that using last year's formula, the base year becomes the weight. So that weight that have been replaced with the base year and need to be quantities of QO. That one tells us that we need PN QO we need POQO. For the quantity, the spares quantity index, we need summation of quantity of the current period or period of interest divided by summation of quantity of the previous period, we multiply by weight. So that weight is going to be our PO, which is of the base year or the previous period. So QOPO is going to be used again. QNPO, we now have it there. That is last year's formula. When you now move to purchase formula, when you now move to purchase formula, we need to have summation of PN over summation of PO. We multiply by weight, but this time we have been told that weight is the quantity of the current period or period of interest. We're going to have QN. We now want to get quantity is summation of Q of the current period over summation of Q of the previous period. We multiply by weight. That weight is going to be the price of the period of interest. That is what we need to know. Now, the third one we have Marshall's age price index. So you ask yourself, here we are going to apply mean. Are we going to apply the arithmetic mean or geometric mean? Are we going to apply the arithmetic mean or geometric mean?
Arithmetic.
Arithmetic mean. So for the arithmetic mean, we simply need to get the summation, and the summation, so that is we are going to get the arithmetic mean, which is basically the summation of what we have. So the summation of this one here and this, which we are going to get as a summation of PN QO plus summation of PN QN over summation of
PNQO.
QO plus summation of POQN. What we get here is what we're going to multiply by 100. Then we come now to Marshall's age quantity index. Look for the quantities and then we get the summation. So summation of QN PO over summation of QO PO. We add summation of QN PN plus summation of QO PN. So that is what you need to have there expressed as a percentage. Once you do that, you'll be able to answer Roman 1, Roman 2, and Roman 3 of the question. So do you have something of that kind?
Yes.
Okay, so I want us to now use the calculator to work out those values. I want us now to use the calculator to work out those values and see. For the ones that have been given to us, of course, we have PO to be 60, 10, 40, 14, 107, and 50, 14, 70, 12, 130, 6. That is what we have been given. So let's get POQO will be 600. 40 by 14.
560.
560. 100 by 6.
700.
700. 100 by 7 is 700. Yeah. So PNQN, these ones here, 50 by 14. 50 by 14.
700.
70 by 12. Is it
840.
840? 130 by 6.
780.
Okay, so we now need to use QNPO. That is 60 by 14.
840.
And then we have 40 by 12.
480.
40 by 12, 480. Then 100 by 6.
600.
600. Then we get to PNQO. PNQO. So we have 500. Then 14 by 70.
980.
And then we have 7 by 130.
910.
We now have to get the summation. This is 1300. Is it
1860.
This
Yes.
one here?
23.
20?
23. 2320.
2320. How about this?
1920.
And then the last one?
2390.
So that is the summation of PNQO, QNPO, PNQN, POQO. So now simply come to your formula. Of course, we explain as a percentage, all of them. Okay, so the first one, LP, is equal to summation of PNQO,
2390.
2390 divided by POQO, 1860, then as a percentage. Then LQ, QNPO, 1920 over QOPO, 1860, then as a percentage. When you come to P is equal to summation of PNQN, 2320 over POQN. POQN, 1920. Then we have PQ, QNPN over QOPN. QOPN 23, 90 as 100. Then P is equal to PNQO, PNQO, QO plus PNQN over POQO add to POUN and then this other one we have QN PO plus QN PN divided by QOPO add to QOPN when you express as a percentage. So what are the answers there?
LP is 128.49.
LP 128.
0.49%.
Yeah.
103.23%.
This
PP is 120.83%.
about this
97.07.
this one.
Sijamaliza.
Oh. What do you have that?
Hmm. One 124.60.
124.60. Yeah.
One 102.82.
102.
102.82.
So you are being told to comment on the results from, I think from this part here. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so if you look at that question, that is Marshall's age price index, you are able to see that we have 124.60. So it means there was an increase of 24% in the price index from 2020 to 2021. If you go now to quantity index under the same, we have an increase of only 2.82% in the quantity index from 2020 to 2021. That's what you are required to do. And then you get your full marks. So hiyo imeingiana kabisa.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that is covered. The next one, is it also covering the same concept? Is it also covering the same concept?
What's the purpose of that illustration of being told to use the base year this one 2020 base year 2020?
Okay, the reason why they are telling you to use that one, remember you cannot be able to identify P, O, and Q, O, PN, and QN. So they will have to tell you the base year. But if they don't tell you, which is a rare thing, you use the old year to be the base year. For example, if I have 2009 and then I have 2013, of course, the interval here is not 1, but I will take this one here as the base year. If they don't tell us anything to do with the base year, if they don't tell us to do anything or anything about the base year, but in most questions, they will tell you, pick this as the base year. Another thing that I've seen people ignoring, you have 2009, you have 2010, you have 2011, 2012, 2013. The examiner just from nowhere tells you that take 2021 as the base year. But with you, because from class you are not informed about that, you will still keep on referring to 2009 as the base year. No, the examiner will tell you the base year. If they don't tell you, then at that point, you are free to take that last, this one here, this 2009. But if they tell you, even if I have this number of years, that take 2011 as the base year, then that's what I will use. I will not use my own.
What does base year means?
That base year means it is the comparison factor. Remember when we were saying PN represent price of the period of interest, and then PO represent period of reference, of which we call it base year. So we are referring to the prices. What has happened to the prices from, or what has happened to the prices in 2021 in comparison to 2020? 2020, these were the prices and quantity. 2021, these are the prices and quantity. So if you are going to look at the prices, the changes in prices in comparison to 2021, what are we going to see? If you use this formula, the prices has increased by 28.49. If you just look at this, you'll be able to see we have 60 to 50. But then this one here is using the weight. What is our weight? Our weight is the quantity. Our weight is the quantity if you're going to get the price index. That quantity, one of the formulas is telling us that quantity should be of the period of reference. Another formula, purchase formula, is telling us that the weight should be the quantity of the year of reference. So as you can see, we are using different quantities or different items as weight. The weight is what is making these things to change the way you can see it. So here we are being told that averagely the prices increased from 28.49%. So the values for base year is 100%. Values for base year is 100%. That's why you see us checking the values for the base year or the year of reference as the denominator. So this one here, we are taking them as the denominator, the periods or the values for the previous period or period of reference. So is it now clear?
Yes.
Okay, so let's now move forward and check August. August 2021. Question number 5B. Is it one of those ones that we did the other time? 5B. Question 5B. Check if it's one of the questions that we have already done.
Al-
Yep.
Almost the same, but we have not yet done it.
Okay, the only terms. Okay. So let's write here. We are told that a market researcher in Kaza town is investigating consumer preference for 3 beverages. That is coffee, tea, and cocoa. He gathered the following information from a sample of 1,600 consumers. So we only have 3 items. Of course, the first question will always be to come up with a Venn diagram. Let's just draw it. Let's just have our Venn diagram.
August 2021, question 4A.
Question 4. Okay, this one is still about the same concepts. Are you now able to do it?
Yes.
Is there any need of doing it again? Is there any need? If there is a need, then we can just do it. But is there a need? It is including now Fisher's quantity index. And Fisher's is using geometric mean. Geometric mean, we said you are getting the square root. You are getting the square root of the formula, which is used to get the price index of purchase and with the summation of Pn over summation of PO. Then remember weight. Weight is the quantity of the period of reference. And then we multiply by summation of Pn, Qn, summation of PO, Qn. And by doing that, we already have the Fisher's price index. Fisher's quantity index. Just ask yourself the other formula for getting quantity summation of quantity of the current period divided by summation of quantity of the previous period. Now price is going to be the weight. So price of the reference period or this period, you multiply by summation of quantity of the current periods, then divide by summation of quantity of the previous period, but then the weight is going to be price of the current period. And then you have your answer. So what you need to have is these columns, PN, QO, PN, QN, PO, QN, PO, QO. Yes, so we have PO, QO. You need to have them. Any other that we are leaving out, QN, QO, we've taken that. PN, QN, we've taken that. QO, PN is here, then QO, PO is there. So once you have these four, you'll be able to calculate this. Once you have this four, you'll be able to calculate that. I believe that is okay. You've just seen the other question repeating the same thing. And they're telling us that use 2019 as the base year. Use 2019 as the base year. So the values for 2019 will be PO and QO. Values for 2020 will be PN, QN. So we are going to have those columns, and then we add these other ones. That is QN, PN, QO, PO. That's what you have, and then the items. Once you do that, just indicate the item. Let's say we have A, B, C, D, the way they have said. We take the price 125, that is the PO quantity, also 125, that is our QO. And then the current now is 150, 175. So do you think just doing this is very difficult? PN, QO, here is the PN, then QO, this times this, you get the value. And then you get the summation, because here we have indicated the summation of the values that you're getting from this column. Summation of everything from that column. So that's what you need to do. That is what you need to do. Of course, I will twist one of the questions there and then give it to you and see if you're able to understand anything related to that. So I believe there's no need of doing this one. Once you do reference to what you have been doing in class or what you did the other time, and also the one that you've just done, will be good to go. Let's see this one here. If it is also close to what we have been doing, that is May. Question number 5B. So May, there is something here. Let's see. Required purchase price index for the year 2019 and 2020, using 2017 as the base year. Price index using purchase formula for the year 2019 and 2020, using 2017 as the base year. So the values for 2017 will be PO, QO. Then part one of the question, we are going to have PN, QN. This PN, QN will be the values for 2019 first. So you have these ones here will not change because we have been told 2017 remains the base year. PO, QO for the values of 2017. Don't be worried about 2018 because the examiner has not mentioned anything to do with 2018. In Roman 1 of the question, this is the base year. This one here is the current period or period of interest, 2019. Even though here, 2018 is somewhere, and you even have the values for 2018. So I think that's clear. You work it out, you get your PN, QO, PN, QO, PN, QN. Calculate everything using the values for 2019. Once you are done, you come up with another table. You have your PO, QO, PN, QN. They have said use 2017 as the base year. And also this time round, you are not taking 2019 as the reference period. No, you are being told to get for 2019 and 2020. And therefore, your next table, you should have the values for 2020 as the year of reference. Sorry, as the year of interest. As the year of interest or current period. The examiner is giving you now to use 2018 in Roman 2 to get last year's price index for the years 2019 and 2020 using 2018 as the base year. Now it is no longer 2017, it is 2018. You get the values for 2019, which will be your current period. You complete that table, work out everything there. You come again to 2018 as the base year now, and then you get the values for 2020 using the formula referred to at that point. Okay, so let me see if the time that's remaining will allow us. We have around 30. We have around 30. We have around 30. Okay, we can do it. Let's do it. So we have PO, PN, that is what we are required to have. That is what you are required to have. Then so let's extract the values. Remember part one, we are told to use 2019, sorry, 2017 as the base year. So just go there straight away and check the prices for 2017, which is 650. We have 720. We have 1,100. And then we have 1,600. So those are the prices for 2017, which is our base year. And we are told to refer to 2019 as the current year. We now move to 2019. The prices for 2019. Prices for 2019. Then quantity. So I want for you to understand this. I want to just give you 2 minutes maximum. Calculate these values, then you just help me have them. Calculate PNQO. PNQO, you multiply this one to get the value. Then you need to have summation down here. Let's try to do it. Let's try to do it. Let's try to do it. Okay, so let's get the values. PNQO. And then we're going to have 188, 800. What words we need to have? Okay, POQO. 50 by 120 to be 78,000. Then 720, 82. $59, 040. Then 1100 by 160. And then 1600 by 240. UNPO. UNPO. Then UNPO. 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 Then we move to PN, QN. UNPN, that is 1020 by 90, 91. Then 1180 by 162. Then 1750 by 250. So first of all, are you having all these values? Are you having the values that are the same as what I have here? Are you having the values that are the same as what I have here? Okay, so you can now give me the value, the totals for this POQO. POQO.
POQO's 62,840. 62 6,840.
Okay. QNPO.
Yes, then the QNPO 730,700.
PNQN. PNQN.
PNQN 817,660.
817,660. So let's now get to the question. Required purchase price index for the year 2019 and 2020 using 2017 as the base year. So purchase formula. Purchase formula, if you want to get price index, purchase assumes that PN over summation of PO. We need to have weight, but purchase assumes that the weight which you're going to use for the price index is the quantity of the current year or year of interest, which is now taking us to QN. QN. Do we have the two columns? Do we have the two columns?
POQO. Kuna POQO.
POQO.
It's 697,040.
Which one are you referring to? Yes, which one? POQO. Remember, the examiner wants you to get purchase price index and then last year's price index. So the formula for getting purchase price index, is it that one? Yes, what was the assumption for purchase? Underweight. Are you able to access that assumption? Are you able to access the assumption for purchase? Purchase was assuming that the weight is the quantity or price of the current period. So our current period is this one represented by N. It is that one represented by N, and therefore it represents the weight. So how do you get changes in price? It is the current price divided by the base. Then you're going to express as a percentage, but we need to have weight because we are dealing with the weighted price index. So under purchase, we are told that the weight is supposed to be used as the values of the current period or year of interest. Our year of interest happens to be N, which is now QN. Is it clear now? Is it clear now? Okay, Nelly is telling us that the value for POQO is a problem. We have 697,040. 697,040. So which one is correct? Which one is correct? So recalculate, then you tell me. Is it the first one or this one here? 67. So this one here is wrong. So I wanted you to just see something. Once you've mastered these formulas, you basically know what the examiner needs you to calculate. So in this case, you know very well you need PN, QN, PO, QO. So I mean QN, PO, QN. It is this one here, and then PNQN. It means the time that we took to calculate these two is wasted. We don't need them. Why? We did not know what the formula is actually representing or what was required in Roman 1. So we don't need to calculate things that we are not going to use. So these ones here wasted our time, but we are not going to add any value to the results that we need to get here. So let's now come to this point. PNQN, that is 817, 660 over POQN. POQN, that is 7,700. Express as a percentage, then you get the value. So once you express that, you will tell me the percentage, and then the values for PN are now changing because our PO and QO remain the same. And when they change, you now need to get a different value. The formula remains the same because we are told to get just for two different years. So the columns which we need is PNQN and also POQN. We can do away with these ones here. Replace these values, including the type. We need to have a new type. We only need PNQN and then POQN. So you let me know the value 111.89. Okay, so we just need to get PN. Of course, our current year now for the next part of that question is 2020. So let's get the price of 2020, quantity of 2020, which is 800, 1,100, 1,200, 1,800. Quantity 140, 95, 164, 242. So let's get the values. QN 800 by 140, 1,100 by 95, 1,200 by 164. To 42 by 1,800. You need to get the total here. Then we now move to POQN. POQN. This and this, so that is 650 by 140. 95 multiplied by 720. 164 by 1,100. And then 242 by 1,600. Get the total. So for that one, the other one for 2020, we just need to get our PN, QN over PO, QN. So what do you have? What do you have? As you calculate that, let's look for part B of the question. The spares price index for the year 2019 and 2020 using 2018 as the base year. The spares price index. So the only difference, we're going to replace this QN with QO and then QO. That's all. For 2019, 2020, taking 2018 as the base year. Taking 2018 as the base year. So I have another class. You just allow me to give you what I require here, then you can take the remaining things. So the spares price index is equal to summation of price of the current period multiplied by weight over summation of price in the previous period multiplied by weight. Weight is now quantity, but of the previous period. So that one tells us that we only need summation of, PN, QO, then PO, QO. That's what we need. Of course, our base year for the two parts of that question is the 2018, which we have been told is equivalent to which we have been told 2018, the prices 680, 960, 14, 1140, 1680. Quantity for 2018 is 130, 90, 85, 172 to 45. Then price of the targeted period, the first one is 2019, 720, 1020, 1180, 1750. Quantity of the targeted period 135, 90, 162, 250. So once you have this, just calculate those two and then you get the summation applied here. That is for 2019. A similar table somewhere, PO, QO, QN, QN. Remember, our POs is 2018, so they are going to remain constant. That is 680, 960, 1140, 1580. QO, 130, 85, 172, 245. PN is now 2020, 800, 1100, 1200, 1800. Then QN is now 140, 95, 164, and 42. That is what you need to have there. The same formula, but now they're changing the year pattern. So it is going to be PN, QO, PO, QO. Calculate that, and then you get the summation of only those two columns. So you've now seen how you need to do it. You don't need to bring in PN, QN when you are not going to use it in your formula. Just understand your formula, know what you're going to be required to use there. Know what you're going to be required to use there. Is that now okay? Is that now okay as far as that question is concerned? Or basically that topic? Is everything now complete? Is everything now complete from that topic? Is everything now complete from that topic? Okay, so just something here later. Just okay, so the advantages and disadvantages of that which I've seen, they're asking you there the disadvantages of those methods. I am going to give you them in the notes. I'm going to give you them in the notes. Remember, the calculation parts are very important, but the notes now you can be able to work out. So if you're asked to get the disadvantages or advantages of last pairs quantity or last pairs method, you just say most index numbers in use today are this type. There is comparability of one index value with another over a long period of time, since a basket of items is the same each year. Disadvantage, the approach normally overstates the price index. As the rest of the commodities change, the price of the base year, which does not change, may not reflect the true change. Remember, you are taking the base year. For example, if you look at what you are doing here, our base year is 2018, but we are checking for 20, I think 2019. The base year still is 2018, but we are now checking for 2020. Are you able to see that? Our base is constant here. So if the base is constant, maybe it was due to some reason that we got that higher value of the base. So we use it for reference for the next years when now the economic disorder has been rectified in the market, then it might give you a wrong information. It may not give you the true value because our base year here is actually constant for 2 different years. So that's their disadvantage. If you go to purchase quantity or purchase method, generally, advantage, it is a better approach since it reflects an indication of general price change in the economy because it uses current values. So purchase formula, you can see quantity, our weight is the current period's quantity as the weight. And when we want to get now purchase quantity, we use the current price as the weight. So by applying those current values, you are able to see the actual change. That's the advantage. It combines the effect of a change in price and consumption patterns of the current period, of course. Disadvantage, it underestimates the price index. 2, it is difficult in comparing index numbers for a long period of time, and the quantity measures used for one index period is different from the quantity measures used for another period. Fisher's method, then Marshall's age methods were given there. No disadvantage provided, but we can provide them at the end of completing this calculation work. So that's enough for today. Have a blessed evening and let's meet on Sunday for a new topic.